So, about your editor, I heard that you needed one for like paragraphs or notes or longer comments, even. I would say make everything rich, right? I mean, even like a name, let them format it if they want. What's it hurt? I mean, the cost in the back end is cheap. You consolidate all your text strings. Maybe not. I don't know. In any case, for paragraphs, there's a couple of varieties here. Now, I think probably they're all themed already to go with the Google look, right? Here, here, here. So if we're going Google, then which is the Google for us? So which of the Google toolbars do we like? What does this do? So that lets you choose your font size, strike through. Strike through is good because sometimes I want to strike through something. Oh, except I had it turned on. So you're right. That was a good code branch you broke. Select, no wait, that's not what I meant. Strike through, you broke. Pruned. That doesn't look visible enough for me. Maybe my eyes are bad. I think it should be bold. You broke, pruned. I'm not really happy with it. Let's see. Is that better? So I'm only changing the, it's a skin. These are different skins. David should be involved in this conversation. We do not need Gordon there. Josh, maybe, should be involved. Josh, if you look at this, take a look at the code. So how is this implemented? This is actually very easy to implement. This is div id editor class WYSIWYG editor content editable true. What's in the div? You're right, that was a good, so it's just got some content there. So do we care what's in there? Well, maybe not. It goes back into a JSON file, right? So I would have expected this to be a form element, but it's not implemented that way. WYSIWYG tool button, class header clear fix. Editor, HR. Oh, text JavaScript. That's probably where we instantiate it. What's this say? Path, assets, asset. This will be used in loading the jQuery if needed. Okay, I don't really understand that. Well, let's have Nate or Joshua look at this and see how hard this is to build. I think it's all standard techniques and architecture. So, you know, any modern HTML5 architecture probably implements a switcher the same way, I guess. I don't know. Maybe you don't want to use this markdown editor for that reason. Maybe this one's bad code. Actually, there's two more or more. So there's this here, this markdown editor. Preview. I don't see a preview. Oh, there we go. Preview. Oh, so that would be for like applying a style. Like you got your editing mode and your preview mode. That'd be kind of cool, huh? If you've got like styles, if you this is your content editor, right, for your office staff to edit the blog, they may want to see a preview instead of just the editing functionality on some of their comments, since that's how it's going to go in. right? They want to see the font. They want to know how many lines it's going to take. Maybe it's going over a picture. List item here, markdown editor inside a widget box. Yeah. We can insert a picture, great. And an inside widget. I think that just means it's inside of a widget. So what widgets is it inside? Publish. Nice button is pre-made. What do we need? A publish button or a save button or a cancel or a back? You've got a good example in here right now. Let's take the save button. Do you want the save button? I don't know. Generally, you shouldn't need a save button. On a web application, it's just always saved. Maybe for like a complicated form in a wizard, you might want a save button. Or a publish button. That would be good for our publishing workflow. But that's not part of the specific need right now. Right now, we are trying to get leader bed and booking. And if I'm going to go any further on leader bed and booking, I need to get... this is great. You can just drop files on there. It's very cute. Looks like a Mac. So this is like a cross between a Google and a Mac, actually. Look. Which is kind of us, I think. We're more Google than Mac, and so is this. And, widgets. So I guess that's an alternate menu format. I think I went over these. Do any of them apply right now? Messages? Yeah, a leader would like a message. Can I screen grab it this way? Okay, so down here, let's add, can we make the changes we want action on be delivered as notifications. Also notify by tweet or provide the option in user preferences. So I'm proposing we need to plan on tweets in our application revisions as primary methods for delivering notification when users are not on one of our site pages. If the user is on our application, such as Atlas, then this notification system center shown below should be active and available, and it should notify them of urgent updates or minor notes. For urgent updates, such as the leader bed burning down, leader bed house being booked full or fewer beds than expected, or unavailable. We should always send tweets and or text messages. Actually, we need a whole notification system. John, what is your vision? John, what is your vision for a unified notification system? How would you like to architect that, John? How would I like to architect that? How would you like to architect that functionality I described? So there's a whole question of, so that would say up here something like your book is approved, your leader bed is approved for something, right? That would be handy. That's not the immediate need. Your immediate need is so how would I architect it? Well, it said something about grittier notifications. Is there a grittier notification app? John or Joshua, have you ever heard of grittier notifications? This was in the ACE template, right? And it seems to me like, look at this, on the draggable events, this could be book today, book tomorrow. You could drag and drop between that and then toggle to change them. So there's another way to do it. So okay, I've given you like 7 or 8 advanced strategies to do leader bed booking beautifully, intuitively, outline global architecture. What's the code on this? See, Joshua tells me that he can code this pretty much as fast as he's hooking up JSON objects. That if I wanted it to look just like this with this on the left and this, he would have these as JSON objects, and it's designed to import that. But actually, of course, it depends on the full library, because bootstrap wrap, because different libraries have different ones. See, ACE is a very popular one. They've sold 11,651 so far of the ACE responsive admin template. So with 11,000 cells, you can understand why he can get away with selling them for $18. 11,000 times 18 is $190,000, $200,000 he's made, something like that. That's pretty good. So he's put $100,000 worth of expert level work into this beauty. So let's look at the item details. What exactly does it have? Well, it's responsive on all devices. Out of the box, it's got a couple of different skins here. These are just different color palettes. Of course, you can customize your own color palettes, but these are quick. Click a button and try version B. Click a version and try version C. This one here is the one I like because blue is kind of your color, at least from your home page. And this is the one they feature here too. They like the blue. Blue is always safe. Since I don't have a personality for you yet, I haven't identified the tone, the voice of backroads.com. Just Google look is good. What is it? It's a lightweight. John, you should like that. Feature rich. Yes, I like that. And easy to use admin template based on Bootstrap 3. Now, it used to be based on Bootstrap 2. And I had the Bootstrap 2 version. And when Bootstrap 3 came out, some of the new features required running from a server environment. That is to say, they only worked on an HTTP, at least on the demo pages, right? So some of the components now require you to have like MAMP or something installed in order to fully see them rendered. That's a little odd. I guess they're like more tied into something that goes on in the back end. I don't know. I don't like that though. But it's no big deal. I just put it up on my home site and on my MAMP folder. And then if I want to preview something, I preview it that way. So I have to run MAMP to preview the pages of the wrap menu. So if you're going to give Nate access control to that, then you need to fix him up with a little MAMP server if you want him to like maintain your library at code. Probably not, huh? New version 1.3 released. Upgraded Bootstrap and plugins to the latest version. Multiple fixes and improvements as described in docs. New sidebar and navbar styles. Custom CSS and JS Builder to use only the required parts. Hey, JS Builder to use only the required parts. Isn't that great? So you don't have to worry, John. That's going to take care of that, hopefully. Revamp document info and help. New version 1.2 upgraded to Bootstrap 3. Some fixes, improvements, updates. Inbox page, timeline page with 2 styles, more pages, frequently asked questions. So these are examples of things. Nestable hierarchical list plugin. Cookie local storage helper. That's good. Oh, so we can save user selected settings. Several fixes, enhancements, and updates. Profile page, I like that one. Right to left support. Tag input, select to inline editable plugin with 4 new custom editables, image, WYSIWYG, spinner, and slider. Uploaded documentation and examples. Well, you should do that, of course. I don't think it needs mentioning. Oh, less files added. So if you'd like mustache support, WYSIWYG editor, markdown preview, HTML pages include dashboard with stats, charts, and recent events, UI elements, buttons, preview, form elements, WYSIWYG editor, wizard, customizable widgets, image gallery, pricing tables, invoice, inbox, timeline, FAQ, user profile, login, register, error 404, and 500 pages, and a few other. Good, we need all that. Custom elements and plugins include pure CSS checkbox, radio and on-off switch elements not available in IE8. Oh, I like those actually. I should show you those. File input control, sample color picker, custom scroll bars. Okay, now look at all these libraries. jQuery UI, Twitter Bootstrap, Font Awesome, Google Open Sans Font. So we're using Google Fonts already. It's built into this. Font Awesome is built into this. Like, you know, into every part. Twitter Bootstrap, yes. jQuery Float. I love jQuery Float. jQuery Sparklines, I don't know. jQuery Easy PyChart, I don't know. jQuery Knob, I don't know. jQuery Validate, that's awesome. Fuel UX Spinner and Wizard Fuel Calendar, jQuery Colorbox, jQuery Data Tables, jQuery Chosen, jQuery Master Input, jQuery Input Limiter, jQuery Auto Size, Bootstrap Color Picker, Date Picker, Time Picker, Date Range Picker, Date Time Picker, Bootbox, jQuery Gritter. I think that's the one I need. Let's try Gritter for business apps. Growl like notifications. What are growl like notifications? Boring. It's got a GitHub thing. Hey John, I want my GitHub to work like this. Right? From like here, can I do stuff? I like this web page UI. Can I somehow run Git this way? I guess Git would let me work from home if I wanted to. jQuery skins, explore canvas. Does this have drop zone? Does this have modernizer? I thought this had modernizer. What's the compatibility on this? So with this you can here we go. Browsers. Internet 10, 11, 8, 9. Latest Chrome, Firefox, Opera, Safari. So yeah, that makes sense actually. If you're using Chrome, Opera, or Firefox, you're probably fairly up to date. Compatible with 3.1x. Columns 2. It has to have Modernizer if it's going to go down to Internet Explorer 9 on compatibility, or Internet Explorer 8 on compatibility. So all of these parts will work down to Internet Explorer 8, which I think is a safe. I think our users probably have Internet Explorer 8, and if not, then, well, who knows what it'll look like. Maybe we should look at that. On the other hand, our current stuff looked pretty crappy on Internet Explorer 8 too. I should look at that dumb laptop and see what version of Internet Explorer it's running. Joe's beat up laptop that actually isn't even his, probably. It's probably the one I videotaped earlier in the user persona demo. His laptop is actually the company laptop in the back of the bike room. Anyways, categories, responsive dashboard. Compatible with 3.1x for Bootstrap. So I guess it's kind of dependent on Bootstrap. You'll have to freeze Bootstrap at the 3.1 maybe. Or grade this and this. I'm sure it upgrades nicely. I bet if you upgrade them both at the same time. Because you can, when they sent me the upgrade, well, I didn't have anything really coded. I've only spec'd this out. I haven't gotten to really work with it yet, unfortunately. I wish I could just right-click and copy and paste and do that and like start building things for you in HTML. But I'm not that good yet. And I'm not that practiced. For multiple applications, you need to pay $50 for this one. Extended means you own it and you can like resell it, really. Expanded means that's yours. But I mean, none of the stuff in here is like, proprietary in any way. He's really just written a lot of CSS, and I don't know if it's a he. It could be a she, actually. Comments. What are comments? I need Ajax version or iframe version. We'll include Ajax and iframe examples for upcoming updates. Do we need Ajax and iframe examples? The next update will be available in a few days. Hey, that's pretty good. Just purchase this template. Produces fantastic looking website, but it's extremely bloated with huge CSS files. E.g., acemin.css is 352 kilobytes. Unable to edit in Dreamweaver CS6 because after loading all the CSS files, the application slows to the point of being unworkable. Any suggestions on how to edit this template would be greatly appreciated. Oh my god, that's terrible. Hello. The syntax highlighting in a lot of editors will choke on large minified CSS files because everything is in one line. They seem to use line breaks as a chance to catch their breath. The best thing to do here is use the non-minified version, ace.css, found in the uncompressed folder. You have several options. You can use the included CSS builder to include only required parts and trim down the CSS file. Use a modified less files and compile a custom CSS. Edit ace.css inside uncompressed folder. Hey, we want that in our application, website applications, the ability to do that, right? So this is like, I could custom build a small CSS file to start with for like, application 1. And we can customize the CSS on a per application basis if you want. It does have a lot in there. And honestly, 352 is probably what you're looking at if you piece this out. I mean, there's nothing very heavy going on in, I think the JavaScript files are all because, we're doing a lot. You've got your timelines, your calendars, your draggable events, your wizards. That's a lot of CSS. But on the other hand, don't look at it as a big bloat. It's actually very concise. Oh, I was showing you this before. So this is actually, the thing I like about this is it's kind of like a big consistent, it's a system. And there's lots of data and information and drill downs and summary information and neat tricks that I've built into this. This is my template for SFDPW that I built them for their applications. They wanted it to look like that, so I built them a workflow and a sample approval thing, and I built them some sample tables here with some search functionality. Specify. So you can, 0, no, 1, 10 entries, that's a good number. So showing 10 entries, filter from 13 total entries. So we've got this filter built in, and oh yeah, it does highlight the selected term, which is great there. See how it does that? That's going to help our users in navigating through large data sets. Of course, everything's and so we want standardized icons. These are kind of pretty, actually. I kind of like these better than the ones in the ACE template, which I think are a little boring. Maybe just the sizing or the fact that the ones in the ACE template aren't colored. I think that's the problem. The ACE admin template, but icons and buttons down here seem to be all the wrong color. They look better here in blue. They should be in blue or something like that, so we know they're clickable. I guess this is to show us we can make them any color, which is kind of good. So if you've got a secondary accent color, that would be good for them. I should probably specify the color of little icons. We've got some common ones here too. I want more of these. I want a little edit button that looks like this kind of. Oh wait, that's the edit icon I wanted. Um, so let's take that and let's paste it into my Word document next to the edit. Where did I put the other edit button? Oh, here it is. Or maybe that? So this is no longer going to the developer because I put a question in it. Maybe this one below looks better. That's not a question the developer should have to answer. So let's see. Ask stakeholder or second opinion. Not developer. Oh, if you're in a pinch, you might ask the developer as a second opinion, but you can't hold them responsible for the choice. They're just opinions. Gordon should not be assumed to have insight into which icon is the preferred one for editing. This edit icon works better for me, maybe. I wish I could see this one in a different color. Maybe I can. So let's... So I need to give you developers... Good. So now you know where to get this. And... Oh yeah, can I just quickly maybe do some sort of neat change colors? If I were Joshua, I could just click on this and change it to blue, like really fast. This kind of looks like a bookmark to me. So it's a list item. It's called class icon 5 bookmark. It's a 5 bookmark. I believe this is actually just yeah, it's a font of some form. I think that's what that means. But it means also we can change the color quite easily, I think, right? There we go. Look at that. So things look a lot more exciting in the icon world when they're blue. Let's try this again. Let's grab a couple of these. For booking. Icon for either bed booking is a book. Book. That's from page. There we go. We don't need an icon for book right now. That's okay, because when you do, I've got one picked out for you. Nate could probably do this better than I could, right? But I just want to get Nate started off on the right foot and show him, sort of how I would go about building your next generation of Office applications. Key? Oh, how about lock? Here we go. Screen grab, copy, selection. Lock and unlock. So I was talking about locking and unlocking. Add a lock icon. File lock, file unlock. So you should probably have somebody decide what color icon should be and when and why. Blue is certainly always, blue click me always certainly works, especially if it's clickable. I would say if it's not clickable, blue is the wrong color to make this lock icon. So think about if you can click the icon or not. Clickable is blue. Maybe this is our clickable color. I should have cool tools that let me quickly eyedrop this in the browser and then go and put that into Firebug and change the color that way. Too bad I don't. What else do we need? Oh, we'll need a calendar icon. So where's the calendar page? So for each of these, calendar interface, please. Calendar. So do I have to keep giving you the URLs for that? It's getting kind of tedious. Actually, I think maybe I do, because I think I left off the calendar. And you may actually not know the URL for the calendar. I can find it for you real quick, since I'm here. Oh, but then I'll lose this beautiful thing here. Can I open in a new tab? Open link in a new tab. Yeah, that'll work. So I forgot to give you the calendar before. That was my bad. I'm asking you to build something and I'm not giving you the code base. Or the representation. You can use whatever code base you want, as I said. I don't really care. I just want to use it in a mock-up. Paste. Okay. So let's make this a title. Control C. So use this for the icon below. Blue is if it's clickable. Red if it's locked. On each calendar day. Hey, speaking of which, we've got calendar views here. Week. weekly view. So here could be your leader bed booking. Look, we can drag that. So, okay, here's a library that will do it. If you're looking for something like that, for a leader bed booking. Now, I could wireframe something like this using your traditional wireframe kits, but why bother? Oh, look, they repopulate, so you could have several bookings and just drag them and then drag them around. And that would be very intuitive. Does it tell the time? Yes, it tells the time up here too. Let's use this interface for leader bed booking. You should let Nate screencast directions. How does it look on mobile devices? Oh, look at that. That's freaking awesome. So that's like a weekly view. That's pretty cool. And we can have that. Hey, look, it even works on a mobile device, huh? So here's how you adjust events on your mobile phone. Something like this. Maybe like this. How wide is a mobile? I think it's like about this. Depending on your mobile, it might be something like this. I don't know. It kind of works. What's the day view? And presumably you can drag things like this too. So it's got some JavaScript built into it, just like the time and do all that. So you don't need, like, that's doing your validation and stuff like that already. There's a limited number of things they can do wrong that you need to protect against on the UI in terms of JavaScript validation with this thing. So hopefully Joshua would say, yeah, we can build this code. This is pretty good. Because then we've got a calendar I can roll out in our next application right now. And I think all this takes is a JSON. I think you can hook this up to like JSON. Anyways, or one of those simple things. What's this? Oh, we've got better colors. I think. Oh no, that's going to the next day. That makes more sense actually. And then I can go to today. I'm not sure I like the colors of that up there. That gray. It's not clear that this will take me to today, I guess. I don't know. I wish it were somehow, like, maybe right there. It's all day. Can you put things on all day? Yes, you can. That's clever. We wouldn't have thought of that, would we? I wouldn't have thought of that. But here it is. They thought of it. And it's already styled, and now we can use it in our application. Maybe leader bed and booking. Leader bed booking is an all-day event. I don't know. Remove after drop. Oh, I see. You toggle this, and then if I put it here, it's no longer going to be on the list. They're one-time use. So if you want to know how to decide between when you're sorting something or when you're creating new things, this is how you do it. Awesome. So yeah, I would definitely like to see these options explored a little more in terms of how you want to deal with your leader bed and booking page. Yeah, stop recording now. Inspiration is complete. Where's the little recording icon? Am I actually recording? Did I just talk into thin air? Oh, there it is.